Hello to all my friends out there, and this video is chatting over tea on okay, let's be reasonable. So what happened was years and years ago, I worked at a kids salon, and most of the time we were cutting babies. And so I'm trying this tea with lemon only because I decided to use tea to detox off of Diet Coke because, for one thing, I don't think I can ever get addicted to tea. So I was working cutting these babies' hair, and they needed a haircut. They looked like they had been raised by wolves, so we really needed to cut their hair. And so they would scream their lungs out. They were terrified of strangers. They didn't want anyone touching their heads, and they would scream. So after some months, I had this one baby, and I said, okay, let's be reasonable here. And he looked at me and he stopped crying. And I would do this on baby after baby, and they would stop screaming, and they would let me cut the hair, which was nuts because all I would say is, okay, let's be reasonable. So, habits, like any habit. I think you're arguing with the primitive brain. So you want to say to yourself, okay, let's be reasonable here. So I decided to substitute tea whenever I possibly could, but still to let myself drink Diet Coke. And then I knew once I dislodged the habit somewhat, then I would substitute caffeine-free Coke. And I started out with some regular tea and some herbal tea, anything I could come up with so that I wouldn't suffer. And let me tell you, it's working like a charm, just like those babies, when you're arguing with your own id. Okay, let's be reasonable here. It works like a charm on adults too. So I want to make a few mentions. Tonight I'm making meatballs, and this is the all-time best cookbook I ever found. I'm going to show you what it is, and I'm going to post this recipe on Twitter. Here's the cookbook, and if you can ever get one, most things like this is easy to substitute turkey, and I was using turkey burger a lot and it goes on sale out here for about $2.50 a pound. So the next time it goes on sale, I'm going to stock up. So I wanted to make mention, I'm going to use 3/4 pound hamburger, and I bought this Parmesan cheese at the 99-cent store and the breadcrumbs from Walmart, and I'm just going to season my meatballs with a 1/2 teaspoon chopped onions, some garlic, and about a tablespoon parsley. And these are going to make some good meatballs. And so when you make spaghetti, if there's spaghetti sauce and meatballs left over, then the next night you can make some meatball sandwiches. And if that does happen, then that makes dinner the next night really easy. So, next time, you can even say it to yourself. Like, sometimes, you meet these idiot people and you say to yourself, okay, let's be reasonable. Like arguing with those babies to sit still when they were screaming. And, you calm yourself down and you're reasonable. And if you have any screaming babies, let me tell you, try it, because when I did this, it worked every darn time. So tonight is going to be spaghetti and meatballs, and I'll see you in a little while. God bless you all.